No, I'm not mocking you. It's Mocking with You, the podcast that settles the debates once and for all with your host, Lil B, and the hater.
It worked. Hello, and welcome to the Mocking with You podcast. Thank you for joining us. No technical difficulties this week. I honestly think technical difficulties come from my brother when he comes on.
Whatever your connection is, it's just slow down.
Yeah, we're just going to blame him. I think it's easier to do that than blame us. But thank you for joining us. We are bringing you our top 20 iconic stadiums in the United States, not around the world. So there are going to be in America. So there's going to be some sports not recognized and some other things. So don't get mad at us. We're sticking with in the United States for our iconic stadiums.
Yeah, when Wembley Stadium is not mentioned, don't cry.
Exactly. So before we get into that, we're going to talk about Thursday night football, the Lions versus the Packers. The Lions now have beat the Packers 4 straight times under Dan Campbell. Dan Campbell has Matt LaFleur's number 100%. So So me and Chris were talking before podcasts and before everything. And I jokingly said, I'm going to need 2 hours to talk about the Packers today. And he said, I guess 5 minutes. So
5 minutes. Go ahead. 5 minutes.
I mean, all I can say is I talked to my brother in over an hour this morning about the Packers. Everything that could go wrong for the Packers has gone wrong for the Packers this season. Yes, we're a super young team. We have shown a lot of potential. We could be 4-0. All things are true. We could also be 0-4. No, we were never really out of the Bears game. So we could be 1-3 or 0-4.
Yeah, there's no possible way to be 0-4.
So, we could be 4-0 or 1-3. That, the Packers, like every week, we have had a blockbuster injury. If it was David Bakhtiari to Aaron Jones to Jair Alexander or Elton Jenkins, whoever, we have had massive injuries across the board. We have not clicked on any phase of any game. Like, sorry, tickle in the throat. Offense, not clicking. Defense, not even in the world of clicking. And special teams with Rich Bisaccia, who was supposed to fix it. Hey, he had an amazing year 1, but I don't know what's going on right now with our special teams. Our special teams is probably worse than our defense. And Rich Bisaccia, hopefully we can recover. Yeah, but the only thing I complain about, I understand the best part about our special teams is our rookies, punters, and kickers. What's the problem is that we kept 6 or 7 special teamers that Rich Bisaccia wanted for his special teams, and it's all the veterans making mistakes right now on the special teams. That's what's concerning. It's not the young guys.
That's crazy. I did not think that the Packers was as good as
I didn't either. I really thought Anders Carr might have not even made the roster. I thought one of the guys we brought in would have, but Anders has been lights out. So I'm excited to see if he might be the next guy for 15 more years. Who knows? Jordan Love, I have every faith that Jordan Love is the next quarterback for the Packers for the next 10, 15 years. He is throwing to he's throwing to second-year wide receivers or rookies, and he's doing well. And that he's doing it under.
A year ago.
You're right. I wasn't, but he's our guy. He's proven himself over these last 4 games this season. He's stepped up. He still needs some things to work on, but that's mechanics. That's just getting into the rhythm of the starting quarterback, getting in the rhythm of rookie and second-year wide receivers he's barely ever thrown to. So a lot in weapons, and not having Aaron Jones and not having a run game is killing us. We have completely said abandon the run game because Aaron Jones hasn't been healthy since week 1. A.J. Dillon is falling off off the face of a cliff, and our third string running backs are garbage. So we're putting all the weight on our first year starting quarterback with nothing but rookie weapons and a horrible offensive line because of all the injuries, and in a shit defense because our defensive coordinator is a joke. My problem is that Matt LaFleur is the definition of insanity. Matt LaFleur does the same thing repetitively every week, every year, year in and year out. Same scheme, same play calls, and expects a different result, but sees the same thing on the field and doesn't change anything. And he doesn't learn. So I'm to the point I can no longer defend Matt LaFleur. I'm to the point that at the end of the year, the Packers are going to have to nuke the coaching staff, a.k.a. they're going to give Matt LaFleur every chance possible because they want to keep him around because they believe in him. But they're going to have to get a new offensive coordinator. They're going to have to get a new defensive coordinator. And they're going to have to try something new because whatever we have right now is not the right thing. And we need some. I know I defended Matt LaFleur, but how can you sit here and pound it?
Loyalty is through your money, Joe Barry, and
I never defended Joe Barry. We know that.
No, not your money, his money. That's like his best friend, Joe Barry.
Yes.
And sometimes coaches live and die by their loyalty, and I feel like that's the downfall of Matt LaFleur.
Yeah, 100%. I have said that before. His loyalty to certain coaches and certain players is going to be his downfall. And that is going to – I mean, another team might get him and get – if we fire – LaFleur will easily be another coach again with what he's proven in Green Bay. But saying all that, he has to make the tough decisions. He has to do something about Joe Barry and get Joe Barry out of there. Joe Barry is the main issue. He's not the only culprit, but he's one of the bigger ones because we have way too much fucking talent on the defense to be as bad as we are on the defense.
I do notice that like your secondary is not a little thin. It's just really thin. And something we all talked about in Washington. You lost all your corners or your safeties, and it didn't seem like you really drafted in that were like slam dunks.
No, we didn't take a safety in a corner until the 7th round. They both made the roster.
I'm still trying to figure out what we're doing here.
That exactly. We said all off season, definitely at the secondary position. We said, okay, if Stokes, like if we lose one corner, because Stokes, we knew Stokes, Alexander, Douglas were the 1, 2, 3. We knew that. We're like, okay, we have a solid 3. But if one goes down, we're screwed. If we go 2 goes down, we're royally fucked. And that's exactly what happened. Stokes isn't healthy. Jair went down. Now we're playing Douglas on the 1, which Douglas can't do. Nixon is a liability on defense. There's a reason the dude bounces around the league because he can't play defense. He's just a special team stud. And then we're playing practice squad / 7th round draft picks. Doesn't mean they can't be great players as 7th round draft picks, but they're rookie 7th round draft picks and they're going to struggle year 1. And we refuse to bring any veterans in to any of the rooms right now because we want to be on this youth front. And it's obviously struggling at these positions because we have no leadership. It feels like, and here's the best part right now, which really is annoying. The Packers did not vote any team leaders this year. We are doing week by week leadership. We're changing our captains week by week. We don't have a year-long captain. So we don't have anybody in that locker room who's stepping up and being a leader. We're doing a week by week fucking bullshit. And it's fucking affecting the locker room because we don't have – you can just see it on the field because nobody's being held accountable with all these mistakes.
I just think that maybe the fans' expectation and the front office expectation might be a little bit different. I think the Packers are in the middle of a rebuild, and maybe when the Packers fans are not used to that. You're right. No,
I mean, hey, Aaron Rodgers, when he started his first year, only won 6 games. I knew going to this year we weren't a Super Bowl contender. I knew we weren't a 10-win contender. Like I was accepting 6 to 8 wins. is where I was sitting. I was being realistic. It's just seeing the same thing week in and week out, even under a new quarterback. What we saw under Rodgers in the floor, it's frustrating. We're not doing anything different. We're not changing. We're not adapting. We're not growing. So that's what's frustrating. I have nothing but faith because I believe Jaden Reed, Christian Watson, and Romeo Dobbs are going to be our trio of weapons. That they have all proven it. Samari Torrey looks good. Wicks has looked good. Luke Musgrave has looked good. Like, I'm excited with that. We need another running back.
I really never necessarily thought Aaron Jones was the back. To me, he's a passing back, but obviously, Adrian Jones not getting the job done, and that's that. If I really like Adrian Jones,
he's a free agent at the end of the year, and I don't see him returning to Green Bay.
Adrian Jones,
yeah,
I don't know what happened. He seemed like he was really good last year.
No, if you look at his stats, his yards per attempt have dropped significantly every year. He was started at like 4.7, then dropped to like 3.7, and then 3.2, and now he's like on a 2.1 carry on attempt on rushing. So he's every year slowly got worse, and every year his it's not like his carries went up or down. His carries have stayed the same, but his yards per attempt have dropped significantly every year. So
they used him a lot at Boston College.
Yeah, you're right. They did. And the sad thing about Dylan is that he can run straight. He's a big back, and he gets tackled by a corner. He can't beat a corner. Like, he can't.
Yeah, what is up with that?
It's painful. But we sat here, talked enough about the Packers. I could sit here all day and talk about them. The Packers lost. Let's go ahead and talk about some college football.
Other team.
Yeah, we got Tennessee versus South Carolina tomorrow. We're going to predict this game. I can't remember. I think it's Carolina coming into Tennessee tomorrow.
I had that one fine.
No, you're fine. I saw that. I had to question myself here for a second. I can't remember what the spread is for this game. I think Tennessee
is -11.
Tennessee's -11. They're not the favorites.
No, they're by 11 points.
That's actually 12 now.
Oh, I moved. They literally just moved before the podcast.
Yeah, I just so
during the podcast.
Yeah, South Carolina. I think this is going to be a revenge game. I hope it is after South Carolina decimated our hopes last year. ACL tore by Hendon Hooker in the fourth quarter.
Was that when that was? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was late in the year we played them, and he tore his ACL and tore his Heisman hopes and everything against them. So with them coming in, we're doing a blackout game. It's a Sunday night or a Saturday night game in Needham that we will be hearing later tonight. Spoiler alerts. I have Tennessee, but I don't think they're going to cover. I think they're going to win by 10. I think we've always struggled against South Carolina. We've always struggled, whoever their coach is. We've always struggled against South Carolina. We struggled again last week, longer than we should have against a weak opponent. I can't remember who we played last week, but it took until like the fourth quarter for us to finally bring in anybody to back up because it was crap. It was, we played. It was a small rebounds team after Florida. It was our last like cupcake team.
No.
I'm looking at. Yeah, Michigan played Rutgers. We played UTSA.
Oh yeah. That's right. That's right. We had Mike on the field and he predicted the upset. Yeah, he predicted the upset. But I say Tennessee wins by 10. I think Joe Milton helps rebound themselves. I'm not going to try to predict, but I'm going to say it's like a 28-17, 28-18, something like that. I'm trying to think of a good 27-17 score, something like that, I say we beat them by 10. Yeah, I'm gonna. I'm putting the cover here. The cover as I had it on the podcast. I'm putting the ball 31-20.
I'm okay with that. So we're gonna go ahead and move on. We got the
All
big
right.
game.
Woo.
We gotta keep on. We're all honorary fans of this team now. All right, Chase. We're all honorary fans of this team.
Wait. Hold on. Wait a minute here.
What?
What?
You're an honorary fan of Dion Primetime. Don't act like you're not.
You love me now.
But this is Chris's USC versus Colorado. Last I look, I think USC is a 21.5 point favorite.
That is insane to me. And Colorado.
Not after the Oregon ass whooping, it's not insane. I would have never thought that Oregon would have walked through. What's that?
Is Travis Hunter playing? No.
No, Dion said he wasn't. Travis wanted to play and was going to take it no as an answer, but Dion came out and said, "Your future's brighter than yours. We got to slowly bring you back so you don't,
Oh man, that might change my whole opinion on it.
Yeah, I've never thought one player meant more to a team than Travis Hunter does to Colorado. Last week, Sanders' Heisman hopes went out the window.
Yeah, well, he's the ultimate X factor. Travis Hunter is.
Yeah, he is. But Sadon Sanders is completely out of the Heisman consideration.
Yeah.
And honestly, I can't ride and die with Colorado right now. Not after. I mean, I'm not trying to say that Dion's not a good head coach, but they're still in a rebuilding mode. Colorado's going to get 6 wins and get to a bowl game. Don't get me wrong, but USC is a powerhouse. You have the legitimate Heisman candidate winner from the Heisman winner from last year, and probably could be the Heisman winner again from this year, and Caleb Williams. And his weapon, I can't think of his name right now.
Yeah.
All I know is USC's too powerful, too strong, and I think they cover by more than 21.5 points. I have them winning by 28, and I can see this being a 45 to 17 score, a 14 score. I just think this is a complete blowout.
Not so fast. I'm taking the Buffaloes here.
You're taking the Buffalo for an upset against your team.
Yeah. The Trojans are right for an upset. This defense is so bad. It doesn't stop a wet paper bad. I think we're not putting in the town here. They have to play in the elevation. So is USC ready for that elevation? The mile high is real. So I'm taking Buffalo Colorado Buffs 38-31.
Can you explain to me right now why game day went to the Colorado State-Colorado game 2 weeks ago and not wait to go to this game?
Yeah, I don't get that one. Why couldn't they just wait for that? I don't know.
That makes no sense. I mean,
what's the big name this week? Besides that name, is there another big name?
You have Kansas versus Texas, two undefeateds.
Oh, that's
you have LSU, Ole Miss, whereas I think that's where game day's at this week.
Oh,
no, they're at Notre Dame Duke. That's where they went. Notre Dame Duke's the big one. Number 11 versus 17.
Yeah.
Yeah, Duke's undefeated. That's it. Those are the big ones this week. Those are the only top 25 teams going against each other. Oh, and then tonight you have Utah versus Oregon State, both two top 25s, 10 and 19 going against each other.
That's a good one. That would be a good one.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm excited to see that. I'm excited for this week, but let's go ahead and move it on to predicting the NFL. Yeah, Dolphins versus Bills. Can we just Dolphins completely and utterly embarrassed the Broncos last week, 70 points. And think about this. Did you know the record for most points scored in a single season is 72 points? It was in 1964 when that in a single game. the Dolphins could have beat the all-time scoring record with the easy field goal at the end of the game, but they kneeled it instead.
Well, it's not 70 years enough, and honestly, it's 70 years enough.
It is, but to be a piece of history like that, they should have. I would have just been like, "Sorry, I want the break." I think any team would understand.
I want the glory.
I want the glory. I need the glory here.
Yeah, the Dolphins haven't had enough glory in a long time, so.
Yeah, so I don't blame them whatsoever here. But yeah,
Right,
Dolphins versus Bills. I think they're gonna split. So it's one of those how are they gonna do it? When are they gonna split? I'm gonna say the Bills are gonna win this one. And I'm just gonna say it's a field goal game, last who gets the last ball. And I'm gonna say 31-28.
Wow, you're like almost close to my prediction. Actually, you hit my prediction for the Bills score right on the nail there.
Is that what you have too?
I thought the Dolphins winning 35-31.
Yeah, it should be a good game.
I just think that I don't know. I don't trust the Bills, honestly. I can't trust the Bills as far as I can go.
Who? You don't trust who?
I don't trust the Bills at all.
Yeah, they just feel like those heartbreakers every year. They have the talent, but they feel like they can't get over the hurdle.
Yeah, and then I'll have to see later on that y'all change my mind, but yeah, right now I'm not trusting the Bills.
No, I get it.
And Martin's turn.
Yeah, let's go ahead.
Are we at the Raiders or are we at SoFi?
I don't know. You gotta tell me. It's your team, sir. Doesn't even know. He can't even give me the right information here, folks. He doesn't even put it on.
We're playing the Raiders.
You're playing the Raiders at SoFi.
Mm.
Yeah, backwards again.
Whatever.
So I don't care. The Raiders right now are in complete shambles. Everything coming out, even off field. I know Chandler's not been part of the team, but that's going to affect them. Don't act like Chandler Jones getting arrested right now and doing everything he's doing. And then teams, Devontae making comments and Josh Jacobs. The whole team is against the Raiders right now. That's affecting the locker room. Josh McDaniels is not a good head coach. He's a great offensive coordinator. He just needs to go back to being a good offensive coordinator. So I have the Chargers winning this one. It's not going to be easy because it's not like Brandon Staley's good either. But you have the quarterback. Herbert is the decision. And
by the way, he is questionable. Doubtful now. Doubtful.
Oh, then yeah, easily. Chargers.
Right?
Still, I'm not like leave it to the Chargers.
Mike Williams is a quarterback.
But yeah, leave it to the Chargers to lose to the backup quarterback to the Raiders.
No, it would be the Chargers in the new. But I am going to pick the Chargers too.
Yeah, I'm not even going to try to pick this. It's going to be an ugly game. I would see it as like a 21-17 score or 28-24.
I'm putting the Chargers at 10, 27-17.
Yeah, it's going to be an ugly game. Ugly game. I'm just glad the Packers play.
Not on the pit yet.
I'm just glad the Packers play the Raiders on Monday night in a week and 10 days. The Packers play the Raiders on Monday night. So we get a 10-day break, and then we get to play the Raiders. So hopefully
in Las Vegas?
Yeah, that one's in Vegas.
Ooh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what's that. Devontae Adams with a little with Ben's game.
Yeah, Devontae's going to probably have a field day if Jair Alexander's not back.
Yeah, it's not that. Yeah,
Jair Adams, if he's not back, Adams is going to go for like 12 and 200.
Yeah. We'll have to do an over-under when we get to that game.
Yeah. That's going to be an ugly game for us for sure. All right, let's get to it. Time to have some fun. The piece of resistance. We're going to bring you our top 20 iconic stadiums in the USA, in America. Oh, God. All right. So we're doing all sports in the United States, obviously. I mean, there's some sports that are going to probably get left out. But I think when you think of sports, you always go to baseball first. You know, it is the America sport. You know, it's the America's pastime. So speaking of that, there's always a couple of stadiums you think of. And I'm going to go with one of the most iconic. And it just starts and it makes the most sense. You got to go with the Green Monster, and you got to go with Fenway.
Yes, it's along with Fenway. By the way, that was my middle bit.
See, that's good. We're on the same page today.
We're on the same page here. And so I got the next bit. Fenway Park is it's on everyone's list.
100%.
Have you been there? Have
What's
you been
that?
to Fenway?
No, I would love to go to Fenway.
Yeah, I would love to go to Fenway too. You know that's my dream, but I'm gonna pick the next most beloved ballpark, and I'm picking Wrigley. And
that was my number 2.
Yeah, that surprisingly I have never been there, and you know it's up a freeway.
Yeah, it's not far to get to Chicago from Rolla.
Well, not at all. And then for number 3, you can't miss this. Come on, the top 3 is like a lot right here. Lambeau Field. What in?
This is why I'm so mad about doing it this way. I deserve Lambeau Field. Look at this right behind me.
Right. Well,
Gilbert Brown, Vince Lombardi, the man cave.
The thing about the NFL is there's kind of a lack of historic stadiums left.
Yeah, there very much so is. That's why, dude, literally 1, 2, 3 was Fenway, Wrigley, Lambeau. That was my 1, 2, 3. I can't believe we
actually agreed on something once.
I can't believe that. Yeah, like you really sit there and think about it. Lambeau is literally one of the only standing original stadiums. Like we've always been at Lambeau Field.
Yeah, no, and then people are Soldier Field. Well, I don't know what they put on top of that Soldier Field, that monstrosity.
And Soldier Field is going to be dead next year in a year or two. You know, they're moving away. They're moving to Arlington Heights or whatever it is up there north of Chicago. Oh, God, wow, you really screwed me there, Chris. I was not expecting you to just go right down my list.
All right. It's right there.
I really thought you would let me have Lambeau, too. I'm not going to lie. I thought you would have been nice and let me have Lambeau.
No, I didn't do that to you. Sorry. It's iconic stadium's not my favorite.
All right. So, yeah, I get it. It's fair. All right. If we're going to go iconic stadiums, there's one. I'm staying in the football realm, but I'm going to college here.
All right.
So you got
number 5 right here.
Yeah. No, so 6. I'm going to go with. There's a parade about it every year. It used to be one of the greatest bowl games to watch. And I'm going to go. I'm going to the Rose Bowl. I'm going with the Rose Bowl.
Oh, hey, I was not expecting that.
Yeah, I'm going with the Rose Bowl. Yeah, you just got to respect the tradition and everything about the Rose Bowl.
Pop and penetrate. I like it.
Yeah, and then I'm going to mix it up a little bit. I don't know where you have this one, but this one is also a little iconic. You know, it's also not a sport. I don't know if you even have it, but it deserves to be here because I've been to the stadium one time. I'm flipping to a sport we haven't picked yet. I'm going to basketball here, but I'm going college basketball. And even though when I even went to this game for my college playing this team, a D2 school playing this team, a D1 school, the fans were crazy. The tradition at this stadium is insane. And I'm going Cameron Indoor Stadium.
Wow, I had it at 12.
Did you really?
Yeah.
No. It's one of those ones I think I have it higher because of me being there.
I didn't been there, so I mean, it was 12. I had it at like 9, and then it bumping it down. So
Yeah, me going there and just being part
yeah,
of the
I
atmosphere
didn't
and
been there, so you know the atmosphere.
yeah.
No, I'm not complaining. Everybody raves about him and indoor, and every time you watch, I mean, all the history there. Yeah, it's fun. Okay, so I'm gonna play the Garden, and I'm playing Madison Square Garden.
That was 7 for me. I had it.
It's so historic. All the best boxing fights that happened here. Um, the Knicks, when they were actually good, which was
Yeah.
ages ago. I
Listen,
think almost
anytime
when
you think of New York in sports, Madison Square Garden is always one of the first things that comes to your mind.
yeah, like the Madison Square Garden, like and you used to think of Yankee Stadium, old Yankee Stadium, but
Yeah.
and then I'm putting Dodger Stadium.
Yeah, I had Dodger Stadium, but I had it really low. I had it at
By the
19.
way,
I just
it's the third oldest stadium in the MLB now.
oh wow, I didn't know that. I have no
Hmm.
problem with that. I had it low because I hate the Dodgers.
Although I hate the Dodgers too, but you
Yeah.
just look at that stadium and you're like, wow, there's so much history there.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna this one obviously deserves to be in the top 10. It is the largest stadium out there. And it's rightfully named that way because I'm gonna go with the big house. I'm taking Michigan
Okay.
State.
Oh yeah, that was my number 6.
Yeah, I honestly thought you were gonna take it from me. I thought with your last 2 picks, the big
Well,
house is gonna be
you didn't take my 5 or 6 or my 4 or 5, so yeah.
yeah. So hold on, I got to update. I had it. Oh well, I'm gonna have to fix it later. Yeah, the big house. I'm happy to get the big house. All right, so you took my 7. All right, we said it. You said it. They're iconic. It's not the same one, but still, they rightfully need to be up here. Even though I hate this team and I hate them with a passion, and even though it's not the OG, you hear it. Everybody wants to go to it once in their life, and you got to go with the Yankee Stadium.
Yeah, I wish it was old Yankee Stadium, but
Yeah, we all do. We all wish it was old Yankee Stadium, but Yankee Stadium.
why they couldn't do what they did at Fenway and Wrigley with Yankee Stadium? I'll never understand, but yeah,
Money, Chris. Money.
none. Yes, none. And I've heard Yankee fans say that it's a lot nicer, but the history isn't as rich.
Yeah.
So it's a playoff.
Yeah, there is a trade-off. That's why I love Lambeau. Lambeau,
And
I mean, they've remodeled so much. It's not Lambeau of yesteryear, but it's still Lambeau Field. You know,
it's
they've
still
just
Lambeau.
facelift the crap out of it a lot.
A lot of faceless.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got the top, I'm at number 10 here, right?
Yeah, you got number 10.
Oh man, that's right. Okay, I'm gonna hear a complaint. I don't think this stadium, so I gotta take the Superdome.
I did not
And
have the
nothing more
Superdome on my
iconic
list.
than the Superdome. How many games have been played there? Super Bowls. Um, Super Bowls.
I didn't.
So
Well,
many games
I
have been
mean,
played in the stadium. And
that's where
that,
the Packers won the Packers won a Super Bowl with Brett Favre was the Superdome.
mm-hmm. And it's so iconic. It's the heartbeat of Louisiana.
It is. You're not wrong. I left it off my list, and it probably not. It should have been on my list.
I think you hate the Saints so much. Not at all.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's a. I don't. I mean, I've driven by it. I've obviously never been in it, but you even hear from people, it's not a pretty stadium. It's not pretty on
No.
the outside. It's not pretty on the inside, from what you've heard from
To me, it
people.
looks like a pot.
Yeah.
Like a pot with a lid on it. But yeah.
Yeah. So what's your next
Okay.
one?
I'm gonna take the Cotton Bowl.
Oh, the Cotton Bowl. Who's the
What is it?
Cotton
And
Bowl?
then for how long was that like the game? Like, oh, we got like the Cotton Bowl. Like,
Who's the
oh,
Cotton Bowl? Who does that belong to? Oh, that's Texas Stadium. Sorry, I had
that's where the Longhorns play.
yeah, sorry. I have so many better college stadiums. I didn't even put the Cotton Bowl on mine.
The Cotton Bowl is the Cotton Bowl. There's been tons of bowl games there.
Yeah, I know you're right. I 100% get what you're saying. I get where you're going, but you're going with the prestiges of the Cotton Bowl and the Cotton Bowl Stadium.
The history is rich.
Yeah, no, I get where you're going. I have no problem with it. I had other ones. Oh fuck. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go with this one first because because who it is. We talked about already earlier about the evolution for the Colorado Buffs. And now we're going to go about for Mile High. And you got to go Mile High for the Broncos. Playing in that stadium, Mile High, there's a reason it's called that much evolution, and trying to play there is such a freaking, home field advantage for the Broncos. And you got to give it its due.
Yeah,
I don't think they've done only facelifts. Isn't that been the same stadium the whole time?
No. It was a new stadium. But Old Mile High played it was like almost like all one round thing. It was like a bowl. And it was like straight up. And like the crowd was like on top of you. It made it even harder later.
Then I'm gonna go with Jerry's World. I hate doing it.
No, I want to put Jerry's World higher, but I down the Cotton Bowl a little bit more.
I'm AT&T Stadium, Jerry's World here at number 14.
Yeah, we can put Jerry's World and everybody knows what it means.
Yeah, everybody knows. All right, there, Chris.
Jerry's World, that was my next thank you.
We'll take some of my picks so I can make my picks I want.
I'm gonna take one that's out there. And honestly, I don't even know what you would even have this on the list. But I'm gonna take the Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
Oh, see, I wasn't thinking that. No, I didn't. I did not have any. I didn't have any of that.
And more like high influence.
I did not have that. You really went out there. I was not ready for that. All right. I'm not a fan of that, but all right.
I don't really like NASCAR, but I feel like it makes it.
I'm not a fan of that pick at all, but
man. Put in an indoor bathroom. I'm gonna go another outside the box bit here. I'm gonna take Churchill Downs. The one of the Logans. Churchill Downs, nothing done.
Oh my God. Why, Chris? Why could you not just?
Yes.
Why could you not just?
I'm taking iconic events here. We gotta pick iconic events.
We said stadiums.
Well, it's a venue. It's a stadium.
Chris, why do you do this to me? Fucking dickhead.
The fine stadium.
I know what you're doing. I understand, but I don't like it, Chris. You're going outside the box, and I don't like it because stadium.
Podcast.
Well, if I'm gonna take it because of your shit, I'm not gonna. If I don't take it now, it's not gonna be able to happen. I'm taking Neyland Stadium. I'm homering here. Neyland Stadium is iconic.
Did not have it on my list.
I didn't have your last two picks on my list.
No. I knew you would have it, and I knew you would take it at some point. Just like you said last week. We don't have to worry about paying your stuff if no take it.
Well, you took Lambo from me, you bitch.
Well, so I haven't been to New York Stadium. I've never been there, and
I've never been there.
I've heard it loud.
Yeah, I would love to go, but I haven't been able to. All right. Fuck. You really are making this difficult for me. Oh, Chris. All right. Oh, God, I can't do it. Nope, I can't. I was going to say it. I can't do it. I can't. It literally cannot be done. Chris, you really screwed me here, man. I'm going to do it. Just this is what I can do. This one we talked about. I'm going to say it.
No, go ahead.
I'm going to go Arrowfield. I'm going to go with Arrowfield, where the home of the Chiefs.
Arrowhead
Stadium.
Yeah, it's the second oldest stadium in the league.
Yeah, it's classic. I've been there. I've seen it. It's a different design. How it lays out with the,
it's annoying.
I see the Chiefs play. I think I've been there once. I went to a preseason game.
Man,
I had to go just so I could see. It was the Packers versus the Chiefs one year, but it was Eric Berry. I was a diehard Eric Berry fan. I am Tennessee. So I have an Eric Berry college jersey and NFL jersey. So I wanted to go see him play once.
Okay, I'm gonna say no. This stadium was innovative when it was built, and it ushered in a whole new age for baseball. And I'm putting him in notes.
Oh, I didn't have them.
Look at Newton Stadium. I wish I could go there.
You don't want to go where it's at right now.
I don't want to go to that. I mean, I want to go Baltimore, but I'd like to go there.
I've been by it.
You back me out.
Yeah, just so as long as I can just be zapped right into the stadium, zapped out, we're good.
Put the helicopter in there.
All right. What's your last pick?
Oh, man. All right. This is a home run I'm home too. I'm putting the LA Coliseum.
That I'm fine with the LA Coliseum. I mean,
it's so iconic. It's been around forever. And it's hosted so many things. The Olympics, the Rams in, the Chargers, the Raiders.
Yeah, you can't. I have no problem with that. Yeah, there's nothing nothing I can complain about this pick. That's not a homer. It's a decent pick for this place. It's
iconic.
Yeah. All right, you're leaving me with the last pick. So there's gonna be people who are gonna be pissed because their stadiums aren't on here.
I got some honorable mentions when we're done.
Chris, you really fucked me here, dude. Those two picks.
I really had college stadiums that I wanted to take.
Yeah, that's where I am at. I'm loaded with fucking college stadiums right now. And I can't say
Take the most iconic one.
Yeah, that's where I'm at, and I can't say it, Chris. I don't want to.
Just take the horse field and be happy.
No! God damn you, Chris. Ohio Stadium, you're such a dick to me. You should have taken it over that other crap. The Ohio fucking toilet bowl.
The food.
No, it's the toilet bowl, okay?
The toilet bowl. It's the toilet bowl if we hate them. No, I didn't do it. I'm sorry. I did not take that crap.
Yeah, I didn't want to take it either, all right? You screwed me there, Chris.
I got some other honorable mentions. Caesar's Palace.
Caesar's Palace is not a venue. Screw you. I've been there.
It's a venue.
I would have argued. I would have fucking argued like a tooth and nail on that. There's nowhere. I've been to Vegas. I've been to Caesar Palace. No.
Okay, Notre Dame Stadium.
Yeah, Notre Dame's
Death
fine.
Valley.
Yeah.
Hard Rock Stadium. SoFi Stadium.
Yeah. So
Hard Rock
you
Stadium has
mentioned
been around for a while.
so Soldier Field, you mentioned it, but they need to be named again, you know. I have the Great American Ballpark.
That's a good stadium.
That is good.
The boat.
Yeah. PCN Park. Pittsburgh Stadium is really
That is
Pirate.
amazing stadium.
Yeah. But then the college stadiums I had, Tiger Stadium for the LSU Tigers.
Yeah.
Obviously the other big one is the Swamp.
The Swamp.
The Swamp. And then I had Citi Field and Oracle. I had Oracle Park as well. I debated a lot taking on Oracle Park.
So this sets up a totally different list. We think about top 20 college football stadiums. We think about top 20
NFL we could have easily. I mean, but if you start like college football, you could do because there's so many college football stadiums. But like baseball, you're like because there's only 30 teams. You're really at one point like, all right, these are some trashy freaking stadiums.
I mean, you top 10 worst.
Oh yeah, FedEx Field. FedEx Field wins that all day, every day.
The worst stadiums, yeah, we can do that.
Hope to God, freaking the new owner of the Commanders.
The rumor has it that they're going to take the RFK Stadium and rebuild it, or demolish it, and then build on that site.
They need to do something. That FedEx Field is trash.
FedEx Field is just a dumpster fire. The only thing worse than that is open Coliseum.
Yeah, I mean, for FedEx Field to be a pro football field or pro football stadium is embarrassing. Like I'm sitting here trying to think of a worse football stadium I've been to. Like everybody's kind of at least done upgrades. I can't tell you like last time I remember hearing anything about being upgraded or done to FedEx Field.
No, they've actually done worse and lit shoots out.
Yeah.
They look like a whole top rollout, and it's just like a skin and bones on the top.
Well, that you know what you say one Jacksonville Stadium is a lot like that too.
Yeah, I just think that they've done okay with what they have, and they will pardon that with the pool and stuff. But I wouldn't really. I would think that's the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, so but there we go. We can have you guys vote on which one we can next.
Yeah, definitely we'll have to do that. But that is it for this week. We appreciate you listening. Tune in next week, and we hope you have a great week. Go, I can't say go Vols.
Go Pat, no. Why would you go Pat? No, the Pat sucks.
Hey, we have more wins than the Chargers.
For now.
Yeah, you're not wrong. We'll be tied.
Thank you for listening to the Mocking You podcast. Yours truly, Lil B at Brunelli Sports and the Hater at Super